Hi, I'm Lawson. I have a Substack newsletter. I write on Medium.com. My stories appear on WordPress.com. Just Google the name Lawson Wallace and you'll find my content. I was a security guard for 20 years, give or take. And, and most of the time the job was about as interesting as watching paint dry, or weeds grow, or whatever. But every once in a while, something funny would happen. And a lot of times, it's something I did that was embarrassing. So I haven't told anybody this before, and I'm sharing it live for all my followers, my subscribers. I was working for several years. I think I worked there longer than I worked anywhere else. I worked at the largest criminal court complex in Pinellas County, Florida. I got to work for real cops, which was some of the finest people I ever met, by the way. And I'm still friends with some of them years later. But anyway, there was different places the guards had to be during a shift. And we answered to deputies. There was deputies on site as well. And I happened to be at the desk where the prosecutors and public defenders and the judges, the suits came in. Employees. And it was the midnight shift. And there wasn't a whole lot going on. And I spent a lot of time, it's when I was still smoking cigars. I'd be outside smoking cigars or just outside hanging out. Just to be away from the desk. And one night I was out there. I don't remember if I was still smoking or not, or if I was just still I was outside. But there's raccoons and stray cats all over the property all the time. In Florida, raccoons are huge. I guess they're huge everywhere, but these guys are huge. Well, I was standing out looking out the door, and raccoon comes by. And then the cat sees the raccoon, and he gets in hunt mode, and he's going after the raccoon. And I was wondering who's going to win. I was wondering who's going to win that fight, if there was one. And I would have bet on the raccoon easily. But anyway, I go outside, and just and wouldn't look, see if I can see these guys go at it if they did. And nothing came of it. Cat backed down and everything. But anyway, it was really hot. And I had a full meal before I came to work, of course. And it kind of hit me, So I needed to go to the restroom. So this is a secure building, and it's on the side where the judges and the state attorneys and the public defenders come in. So it's a little more security than the rest of the building. So I had to badge my way in. Then I had to go in and go through another set of doors that I needed a key for. Had a ring of keys with several hundred keys on it. Took me a minute to find the keys, the right key. Well, anyway, I finally get to the men's room, but not quite in time. So I took care of myself as best I could. And then I had a problem. I couldn't work the rest of the shift that way. So I went to the deputies in the control room and told them what happened. Told them I had to go home real quick. Ran home, got changed, came back to work. So it's a kind of a funny story, and it's embarrassing. And embarrassing stories do well on the internet, so I thought I'd share it. And this happened this has been over 10 years ago now. I can't believe it seems like yesterday I was working at that place. It was such a cool place to work. I miss it a lot. But anyway, things happen. And I think about that story and I still kind of laugh about it. And it wasn't funny at the time. It was kind of embarrassing. But leave comments on these suggestions of what you want me to talk about, and look for me on WordPress, and check out my content and share it. Share it to your socials. Have a good one. I'll talk to you later.